Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Marta here and I'm delighted I can share with you another Christmas inspiration. Today, mixed media, easy, no rules, really free and intuitive project, I hope. All we need is some cheesecloth, some texture things that will create a texture for us. So I have cheesecloth, I have some string, and I have those bubbles, not bubbles really, they are like 3D balls, 3 different sizes. I'll show you them, and from PowerTex. Many of you have been asking me, so let me show you them from close. PowerTex 3D balls for mixed media projects, not only really for any altered pieces. I have also gesso, 3D gesso, well, gesso 2-in-1 from Little Birdie. I have transparent bubble, but of course you can easily use the styrofoam one, so feel free to do so, and some brush, and let's get started. So where do we begin? I think to start off we will have to get some cheesecloth for us. Where will you get cheesecloth? In chemists. All kinds of chemists. Well, chemists, they will have all kinds of cheesecloth. This is like for like if you hurt yourself, you put those bandagey things, or you can use bandage. So whatever you have. I love the cheesecloth because it's inexpensive. It is available to everyone, I would imagine, and it's, let's say, beautiful, very unexpected in shape product. So yeah, I think it's fun to use that. So we will use this now. You can also rip it apart with your hands, which is nice, and create different sort of textures. I'm gonna start off by painting my bubble in white. Now, bad thing happened to my brushy brush. I didn't wash it, so it's pretty, I have to say it's pretty hard. I need to invest in buy new sponges like that. Oh, I don't mind if I will have this extra 3D texture. That's actually even better. So my gesso is quite thick, as you can tell, so it will be very much 3D. This one is gesso from Little Birdie. It's 2-in-1 modeling paste, so I think that's lovely. It looks really nice when it comes to creating texture, and it looks like a snow, if you can tell. I think it's now a good time even to start off. I will definitely need something to hold my bubble, let's say this. I think it's a good time now to start adding even cheesecloth now, I'd say. If you don't have that much power, you can just cut it off in desired place. Now let's just see what will happen. Oh, that glue down. So I'm just now adding cheesecloth everywhere-ish. There we go. So basically what I'm trying to achieve now, I'm trying to have some kind of texture happening here on my bubble. Now, it will not be that easy to work with the texture, with the wet bubble around, and so we may need a little bit of drying time as well. Now, I could go with the whole bubble white, and then add cheesecloth, so feel free to do so. Probably less messy, but I'm just wondering what will happen if I'll be quite doing opposite things to what, let's say, we are expected to be done. So I'm happy to just experiment like that and see what will happen. So I'm mixing wet gesso now with my cheesecloth together to see the effects. So obviously my cheesecloth is not everywhere, but that's fine. It's sticking out a little bit, so that's lovely as well. I think that's the idea, because my wet sponge is lifting it back, so it makes it wet, but it's lifting it back. So I think that's quite interesting to see. So I'm gonna keep on adding the paint, the gesso. Now, if you don't have white gesso, feel free to use white acrylic paint. It should do similar job, so try it out. Now I think I need a little bit more paint underneath this one, or more on top of that. There we go. Looking great. I'm gonna dry this a little bit and come back to you. So I have this like a little bit dry, semi-dry, and now I'm going around with my hands to kind of, like, some of them are already dry, the ends, which is nice, and they will stand out and stick out, so that's cool. Some of them are not, but basically it's very irregular, and I like that very much. Now I have this wooden stick that helps me to hold my bubble hold my bubble to help me to dry it. So now I'm just adding some gesso on top of that where was empty space from my fingers, and just going around a little bit more. I have this underneath it, so oh look, that looks like a snow globe. How cool is that? Oh, that's an idea for a snow globe. I may do that actually. Snow globe from bubble like that, and just a lid. How cool. I may do that. So I'm adding a little bit more to the side, to both sides of my well, there's no sides in the circle, isn't it? Okay, oops, and just a little there. So I'm kind of going with the second layer really, just to make it even more 3D and more kind of textury and yummy basically. And let's dry that. And I also think that now it's time when we can start adding our string. I could even do it sooner because now it's semi-dry, but I think it's fine. So what I will do, I'm gonna just go around with my string here and there, and in the meantime I'm gonna quickly dip in some gesso, some paint, gesso, whatever you have in hands, so that it's kind of sticking out already, so it's not gonna, you know, move too much. I hope you can see that well. And I hope you're enjoying baby noises. Hannah is playing quite loud, sorry for that. I think it's interesting to see how it went, because every single move with my string looks different to each side, so I think that's nice. Okay, I think I can finish at that with the string. That's nice. I'm gonna make sure that this will stick now. The end of string, there we go. So I'm adding quite a generous amount of gesso, guys. Quite a generous amount of gesso around. Yeah, I hid in the studio so she can hear me, but Hannah cannot see me, so she may be like, what is going on? Yeah, she has days where she's like very much calling for me. She has days where she doesn't even step away from Emily. She loves that, of course. But somehow she much more, maybe we just more often play with her, I don't know. And that is the one that is feeding, and that is the one that is like doing changing nappies usually. So, and me and Emily are the fun ones. So, oopsie. But yes, she is such a clever little monkey, I'm telling you. And full hands, 3 of us, full hands on. Okay, I'm gonna dry that now. As you can see, my fingers like never are quite white, quite white. And I'll come back to you once this is, no, actually, you know what? No, I'm not gonna dry that. I changed my mind. No, I will now, once this is wet still, start adding some stones. Yes, that's the job. So I'm gonna put some stones here, and the small ones as well. Oops, that went everywhere. Be careful. The big ones, I'm not too convinced about the big ones in this matter. They will stand out quite a lot, and I'm not sure I like that. Do you know what I will do? I'm gonna just add again a generous amount of my paste around, of my gesso modeling paste around. Quite generous, it's very generous, but that will help me, I think, once this is because it's still very much wet. This will help me to stick out the, look, to dip in. I'm thinking to do like this maybe. Go around. Yes, you see? I hope you can see that. Let me just take this away for now. So I'm just dipping in this nicely when everything is nicely wet, you know. I think that's nice, nice. Now a little bit more of gesso maybe here and there on top. So let's see. I'm gonna show you from close. Let me show you from close. Ooh. Oh, there we go. I hope you can see now how beautiful texture we have here with the cheesecloth and string and the stones. Now let's get back with this. Have the sharpness back on. And I'm thinking now it's time to put the big stones. I'm not too sure they will stick that well, so what we can do is now we can dip in some gesso, grab the stones and just go around with my brush, you know, something like that. Some things did stick, as you can tell, because everything is pretty much wet. I just want to make sure that it sticks very well. I don't want half of my balls, 3D balls, fall off after I dry. So I'm gonna just grab it even more now. I love that so much, so much. Now I'm quite, as you can see, I'm quite what's the word, I'm quite irregular here. There's no such a thing as where I put more or less. No, it's very much, nothing is on top. So let's change this and add something on top, just a little bit maybe, just a little bit. Oh, now I think a bubble like that can be easily now dried and we can color it. So let's dry this beauty and I'm gonna come back to you once I have it all dry. My bubble is drying, but I was thinking, why don't I do bless you, Hannah. Why don't I do a Christmas tree? Same technique. I think it could be really, really nice. So I'm gonna add some. I need some bit of cheesecloth going around. Okay, that's nice. I think I may add a little bit more gesso here as well. That's a generous amount of gesso. Oh, gesso. Okay. That's nice. Now I should probably concentrate on the lower part to be the most thick because it's the bigger, and quite opposite, make it maybe less thick in the top. I would imagine, simply because of the build of how the Christmas tree is built, but you know what, feel free totally to do however you like. Now those are styrofoam. This is styrofoam. This is first time I'm working with styrofoam this year, isn't it, on the video? Well, not only on the video, in general. So you can use styrofoam, same for bubbles, I'd say. I'm looking now, working with it, and it's perfect. Now, one thing I'll tell you as well, many of you have been asking me, where did you get your polyester transparent bubbles? Where did you get your bubbles and all these elements? Well, it depends where you live, of course, but I'm sure eBay, Amazon, those are the shop worldwide that you very much well known. So those are the places you can get those, you know. But your local craft stores should have them as well. What else? Excuse me, your online local stores. So check your stores, and you have to check for that, not December, but probably earlier than December, because they have them in stock. They should before Christmas time. So I'm doing exactly the same with my Christmas tree, as you can tell. And I'm gonna just grab some string off the floor and I'm gonna go, excuse me, my voice today is very strange. I didn't wake up. I had coffee, but I didn't have any food yet because I just didn't feel like for any breakfast, so forgive me that. Now I'm going around, but I hope to have the biggest concentration maybe on the bottom. Would that make sense? Oopsie, sorry. Okay, now in the meantime, let's grab some gesso and go here and here and here. And I think that's plenty. I think that's plenty, so I'm gonna cut it now. There we go. And just try to stick that in somewhere, in some places. In the meantime, I was tidy up, that's why I don't have anything on the table nearly. So I'm gonna have to grab my stones again. Ah, that's lovely jovely. I love it. First Christmas tree this year on my channel. I've done loads of ornaments like that, around the ornaments, mixed media ornaments even, but not Christmas trees, so I'm delighted. Actually, Emily was doing a fun project in school, a string Christmas tree from string and bubbles from string, but Christmas tree mainly, so she's hoping to do that on her channel soon. Did you know, I will repeat myself maybe because not everyone knows, she has her own YouTube channel, Emily's Small World. It's called Emily's Small World, so have a look, give her some love, because it will be just so super cute and so super nice. I'm trying to open up my jars. Now I see some here. Oopsie. Now maybe I'm gonna just directly sprinkle. No, you know what? No, because I rather have some kind of pressure. Oops. On the, there we go, on the tree. You see, I think so. Some kind of pressure while doing it. Yeah, it's really, your stones are gonna be everywhere. That's the minus of this technique or any other technique where you use stones. I find that glitter and stones, those little bits, like everywhere on my desk, on my floor, on my clothes, on Lucas's clothes even, so that's pretty crazy. Now I have another generous amount of gesso here, and I'm gonna concentrate on adding the bigger stones. I'm gonna hold it here maybe on top, I don't know where. Okay, I have fair amount of gesso now, and I'm gonna grab and open it with one hand and spill it probably. Actually, Lucas, I need your help. Where's Lucas? No, I'll do it myself. I'll do it myself now. Okay. Now I'm thinking to do especially on the bottom, and then I'm gonna press as I go and add more. I think it's lovely because it's in random places, you know, so that's fabulous. It is really in random places, and that's nice. And by pressing it kind of hard, I really do hope it will last and stay and be, yeah, beautiful. And be beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna leave those two for drying now, and I'm gonna come back to you later on today. I'm gonna leave it for dry and go to Hannah and have some breakfast while this is drying, and I'm gonna come back to you when this is fully dry. Let's see if this is dry. Yeah, it's plenty of them. I see it's falling off, but that's okay. I don't mind that, you know, I don't mind. Same for this one. It is dry, loads of them falling off, but that's okay. What I will do is I'm gonna start coloring it. Haha. And the question is, what colors will we use? And I asked you on my YouTube channel. On my YouTube there's this kind of thing where you can have a chat. It's like a community tab. So I've asked you, and there were some voices for pink, and I'm thinking, you know what, why not make it pink? And I have this gorgeous chalk lilac color. It's lilac, sorry, lilac-ish. So I'm gonna chance and I will do that. So I'll see. I'll try it, you know. I wonder if this will be nice, if this actually spray will work. I found one more of the same color. Let's see, maybe I'll write like, oh, look at that. That is gorgeous indeed. So what I will do is I'm gonna be adding those. I'm thinking maybe to spray some water so the color pigment will go around nicely or something. Oh, look, that is nice. That is very, very nice. Oh, lovely. Kind of, I don't know, maybe ombre-ish effect or something, a little bit. I love that now. Pink, how untypical for Christmas, isn't it? But you know, why not? I wonder if I'll add this brown. I have this gorgeous brown. Where is it? It's this one, chalk brown. I'll see. Oh, that is so nice. And it's different. And it's different. It's kind of vintagey now, I think. So, and also as a finished touch, I think it would be nice to add the black one if I can find it somewhere, or gray. Okay, chalk gray I have here, and oh yes, there we go. Now that's so nice. Okay, so let's try this. I hope you can see. That's very interesting indeed. Oh, not this one, it's this one. Oh, I love that pink. If you'd be asking, it's chalk lilac from not Little Birdie, from 13 Arts actually. Okay, plenty of the elements is falling off, but that's okay. I'm gonna dry this now. Actually no, before I'll dry, I'll add some color on the top of this one, and maybe I'm gonna change and do it a little different. I'm gonna concentrate the darkness here, and I'm gonna keep the bright on top and on the bottom. So I'm gonna only go around, maybe, so my color will concentrate a lot on in the middle part, not so much. And let me bring that camera closer so you can see it better, I think, I hope anyway. If it's sharp enough. There we go, it is. So let's, not this color, I keep on mixing up the colors. Okay, that's nice. I'm going around and around in the circle motion. Okay, and I will gently spray with water, so this will go towards the top part of my bubble and also on the bottom part. There we go. I love that now, guys. So since this is lovely now, what I will do is I'm gonna repeat the process of adding in the middle the most. Oh, I love that now. And a little bit of black. Did I just open this? I think I did. No, you know what? I'm gonna just spray it directly. That's what I'll try to do. Oops. Okay. Oh, I love that. That is so nice. Let's dry this and let's make a second layer of color. My ornaments are kind of dry, and don't worry if plenty of things are falling off, because I was pressing, but not everywhere you had enough gesso, so you know, it meant to some parts will fall off, of course. Now it looks really beautiful, I have to say. What I will do now is I'm gonna be using a touch of my sprays, but this time I'm gonna be maybe going directly towards my ornaments with the, you can use a brush or you can use tube. I'm trying to make this a little bit darker in places. Same for here. I'm gonna be going directly, but maybe actually I will change my mind and try to go let's see, directly with spraying, because that will take a lot of time, and maybe I can keep this pretty much close enough to not make it dark on the top and bottom part, because I want to keep that. Now this is Now, can you imagine? I forgot to close my bubble and glue it together. So while I was drawing, it opened up a little bit. Well, you know what? It's okay. Things can happen. That's fine. Now, I probably need to dry it while I'm spraying, because when it lies on the towel, my spraying towel, which is gorgeous, by the way, I'm afraid that I'm too much touching on the towel. Now, a touch of gray or black, whatever you think. Oh, I love that now. This darker middle part is gorgeous, I think. What about a touch of brown? Same as here. Ooh, that went off. That's okay. We can always spray away with water. Oh, that's nice now. I love that. Happy accident. A little bit of brown around. Why not? Oh, gorgeous. Now that is absolutely gorgeous. Okay. Now I think I'm gonna run with the hot glue. Hot drawing tool, actually. I'll add some color as well. I will add here. So I'm gonna have some bit of dark on the bottom part. And I'm kind of concentrating that, you know, you can now even think where could be your front, kind of. But then on the other hand, it's nice to have it maybe pretty everywhere, not only in one side, isn't it? So I'm gonna just make sure I have pretty everywhere, kind of. And different shades, maybe darker on one side, not so much on the other, so I can actually swap it. So depends what you like. Okay, I'm gonna dry that now. I like that, what I see. My projects are kind of dry. Now the question is, oh no, this opened up again. Oh no, please don't. See, I was heating up the bubble and I think it just opened up. My fault, I should glue it down better. Now, two options now. Either we are gonna be adding some kind of gesso with some kind of sponge or brush. So it really depends what you prefer, and I don't know what will work better. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab some nice amount of gesso now on my cardstock here, because it will stain my brush, and I will start. Now I'm gonna start off here. Oh, look at that. Okay, I'm gonna start off here because my glue is, I hope that this will just cover my glue that I've done. I just added the hot glue. Okay, and now look at this. Oh wow, 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 I love it. Now many of the elements is falling down, I can feel it, so I hope that this gesso will help in terms of gluing it better. So if I'll just play around with my brush, I hope that some elements will just stay better. Now again, as I said, please don't stress over the fact that things are not sticking properly. Some are about to fall off, some will stay, and that's perfectly fine. Oh, I love that. Now look at this. So we're trying to highlight the texture. Now I'm gonna get a brush and see if I can do same thing with brush, or will I do a better job with a brush rather than a sponge. So let's see. I think you can do both, really. Similar, it works similar. Maybe we have a better control with the brush, I guess. But it's pretty much similar. Maybe I'll stick with the brush for now. Absolutely beautiful. Now what is asking to be done now, it's glitter on top of that, but I'm gonna wait until I'm really happy with the whitish here. And now let me just move on to and see our Christmas tree. Oh, look at that. So we're trying to bring the texture out by highlighting the raised elements. I hope that makes sense. Now too much just so you can make a blob, so be very careful. Oh, I love that. Plenty is falling off indeed, but plenty is still on the tree, which is fine, I love that. It's very snowy looking in a way, I guess. The fact that the ornaments are roundy, it doesn't help when it comes to touching it, holding it, coloring it. You will see for yourself. It's not that easy as it seems, as it looks, because we are kind of contaminating with dirty, wet fingers. We should probably dry and paint, dry and paint, dry and paint in between. But I don't want to do it on the camera because it will be just too loud, and I would have to be on and off, on and off. But I'm just gonna now dry this as it is and come back for a second coat of gesso. I do feel that I lost a lot of whiteness here on the bottom, so I'm just adding a generous amount of gesso here on the bottom, and I think this will be nice and will bring the texture more of those middle part, and also it will show, the contrast will show how dark the middle part is. And I'm gonna do exactly the same thing for the top part, so I'm gonna have much lighter top and bottom part, so that way the middle part will stand out even more. And now it's good to dry in between for sure, especially that we are keep on touching the ornaments, so drying in between, it's good. I'm highlighting now my tree as well, here and there, here and there, and I think I can call them both pretty much finished. And here they are, two beautiful Christmas inspirations for you. Kind of ornaments, but not so much now. I found those sticks here and I put it inside my styrofoam Christmas tree. And as you can see, on its own, just like that, it makes a beautiful embellishment, beautiful house decoration. You can stick that inside your flower pots. Imagine this. And if this would be a styrofoam as well, I could do the same thing, but it's plastic, so I didn't think about that moment. I just, it's really, it will fall off if I try to lift it, so I just have it just so you see. You could hang it, or you could just stick it with the sticks. How absolutely cool is that? I really enjoyed this project. It's not difficult. You don't need many tools, many crafty things to create this beautiful piece. String, a bit of some texture, some cheesecloth, colors, gesso or white acrylics. You can definitely try it out. You can hang it if you wish and make an embellishment, or you can simply stick it into your flower pots or some other decorative things at home. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked it, found it as usual inspiration. That's what I hope for, and I really wish you to make your own mixed media ornaments. Beautiful, fun to make, but you need a bit of time, as you could tell, because to make a lovely effect and to be really happy with it, you need a little bit of time. But I think the effect, the final piece, it's just spectacular. So I think it's way worth it. So thank you so much, as always. Oh yes, let me know what you think, and thank you in advance for all those comments. I do check them regularly, as you can see. I do heart your projects, and not projects, sorry, your comments. I don't reply to them all because I'm adding new videos every day, so you can only imagine how much time it is. But I love reading your thoughts, your random thoughts, as my friend called them. I love reading your thoughts. I really love your input in this channel, so thank you so much, as always. I wonder, is this really finished of my Christmas inspirations, or will I keep on going till 24th of December? I wonder, will you be watching Christmas inspirations till the end of till the Christmas? Let me know what you think. Would you like to see videos every day till 24th or 25th when the Christmas is? So I would love to hear that from you, because I think it's late now for making ornaments, I guess, and things. So yeah, your voice would be lovely to hear. Thank you so much. I have to go. I really do. So I love you, but I leave you. So happy crafting. Bye. Bye bye. I totally forgot. I'll show you, because I haven't added any glitter, and we have to add glitter. So what I will do now is, to make my life easier, I'm gonna spray this with my hairspray. So hopefully this will nicely stick it and hold it. I hope. So I'm adding a bit of spray, hairspray. You can of course use some fixative proper one, but oops, I don't mind. Hairspray should work perfect. Now make sure you're not gonna burn it or anything. And definitely that looks so far much nicer with glitter. How come I forgot about it? Totally forgot. Now, and I also, Emily said, Mom, it was already this one was already in the flower pot, and Emily said, Mom, the other one would look so good, try to attach it. So I just add some glue on top of that, you know, and I just glue it down together. So let's add some glitter as well to this one. It is actually beautiful, I have to say. And she was right, they will look nice together, much better than one in the flower pot. You can of course do, oops, you can do, you know, whatever you like. If you feel like you prefer to have, oops, if you feel like you prefer to have maybe a little flower pot itself for the Christmas tree, and you know, have a Christmas tree in the pot, as in small pot, you know, that's perfectly fine. So whatever rocks your boat. Okay, and voila! I'm not sure if you can pick up the glitter, but it is indeed much nicer with the glitter. And yeah, it's pretty, it's shiny, and I'm gonna stick it in my flower pots right now. And you can hear Hannah trying to get to my studio.